Hey guys, how you doing? Shane here with another quick drive. This is going to be a good one. 2012 BMW 135i M Sport. Guys, this is Justin. Justin's been like one of my best friends. You're definitely on the podium for top 2. Yeah, I've been friends with you for how long?
10 years now.
It's probably 10 years, yeah.
10 years.
Been a long time. Justin, you just bought this car like...
about 3 months ago.
Has it only been that long?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. You bought it online. Where'd you buy it at?
Salt Lake City, Utah.
And you had it shipped here.
Yep.
Was that the first time you purchased a car like that?
That's the first time I've bought one that far away and had it shipped.
Like, I mean, this is what I consider to be like a pretty big purchase. Than to buy a car like that sight unseen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did my research though. That's probably spent, I don't know, you helped me. We spent probably a month looking for one.
Yeah.
And then I found this one out there, and I talked to them out there a few times, and they sent me a bunch of photos and things of it. So it was a risk for sure, but
yeah,
it turned out good.
But you can't really buy a 135i. Are they all M Sport, all the 135i's, or is this a special?
No, they have regular 135s. The M package on these things really isn't anything outside of badging.
Like the steering wheel, obviously I see has an M on it.
Yep,
and it's leather, it's thicker,
and
nice.
The door sills and things like that. They're just some of the badging, but as far as I know, that's all it is.
Really?
Yeah.
So this car, you bought this car. I mean, you were right in upper teens with the car with 47,000 miles, and I think that's why you went to Utah.
Yeah.
To get the car.
I bought the car for $19,000. And really, to get one that price, you would have had to went back to like a 2008, 2009 model with higher miles than what this has.
Right.
So this thing still books for about $25,000.
It seemed like most of them that you were looking at in this area were all like 25, 30.
Yeah, I actually looked at one in Columbus. It had 35,000 miles on it, I think, and it was actually 32,000. So yeah, I think I got a pretty good deal on this thing, really.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so push the button, pull down in the drive, over to S1, and then left paddle.
Yep.
For manual mode.
Right.
And then traction.
It's already hold it.
You already had it off.
You gotta hold it until it comes. There you go.
Yeah. Now they don't call this. What do they call this? SMG, or do they call it PDK? Or no, the PDK is the Porsche one. What is this?
DCT.
DCT is what BMW does.
Dual clutch transmission.
Yeah. Now this is a 7-speed.
Yeah, it's 7-speed.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
You also hear them called SMG, sequential manual gearbox.
Yeah.
Like the older M models, M3, M6s and stuff. They always said they were SMGs, and now they call them DCTs. I don't really know what the difference is.
Now, a little bit on the history of Justin. He's always been a car guy too, a car enthusiast, and you've had, I think your first car, well, not your first car, but I know in at least high school, he had an E46 M3.
Yep.
And that was a manual.
Yep.
And what prompted you in this car to get this versus the 6-speed?
Mostly just because I couldn't find a 6-speed.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the only 6-speeds I could find were close to that 30,000 range. Either that or they were really high miles, and I really didn't want to buy anything in that 80 to 100,000 mile range. But actually, I'm really glad I went ahead and bought the DCT because I really like the transmission.
Oh man, it's so fast. It's so fast. I mean, I like myself. I like switching gears, but once you drive this thing, it's like, it's so quick. And this car, really, the turn-in's amazing on this car. It really handles well. He just went to a track day in it, and was his first track day at Mid-Ohio. And when we went, you know, I'd been there 5 different times, so I thought, okay, well, I'm going to be able to keep up with him in my Miata. You know, I'm gonna be able to keep up. No. I couldn't keep up with the turns. I couldn't keep up with the straights, man. It was apples and oranges. So, yeah, it was fun. Oh my gosh. So, obviously, this isn't stock. So, a little bit about what you've done to the car. You bought the car completely stock, right?
Pretty close to it. Pretty close to it. It now has a BMS catless downpipe, a bigger front mount intercooler, a BMS JB4 tuner.
Gosh, it's so fast.
Muffler deletes.
Oh, it's so fast.
It has cold air. It's pretty much full bolt on.
Yeah.
And right now it's on Berger's auto tune setting, and I'm running at about 30% E85 mixture in it. So.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I noticed that it don't really spin a lot either. You know, it just kind of hooks and goes.
Yeah, it does really good. First gear, you'll get a little bit of traction loss.
What's the tire size that you have on the back of this? Because I noticed it's got some big wheels and tires.
Yeah, they're 19-inch wheel. They're 9-inch wide in the front and 9.5 in the rear. I honestly don't even remember the tire size.
Really? Yeah, it's pretty wide. It looked to me to be above a 305. Is it above that?
No, I don't. Actually,
you don't think it's in the 2s?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks killer wide. Yeah, great car, man. Gosh.
The car's so small that the tires just look so big on it. That's it.
Yeah. Gosh. It makes good sounds. You know?
It's honestly one of the best sounding vehicles I've ever heard.
Yeah.
This one is, it's got the N55 engine in it, and the previous model was the N54. They were actually twin turbo cars, and this one is a single twin scroll turbo car. It actually runs really good.
Yeah. What's this car putting down, like 4?
Yeah,
it's fast, dude. It's so fast. It's so fast. It's so fast. Wow.
Yeah.
It feels more than 4.
Yeah.
It feels like it's 5. And
Well,
I've driven a lot of cars, and I've driven a lot of 500 horsepower cars. To me, I don't know if it's a transmission or just the fact that it's so planted, but...
Well, it's a combination. One, the car should be around 400 to the wheel, but
give me a little bit of defrost
it's
here.
Closer to... it's actually about 480 foot-pounds.
Really?
Yeah, so you got wheel spin there.
Yeah. Gosh. It's so fast, man.
Yeah. you take the combination of a 3,000-pound car and 400 wheel horse and 480 foot-pounds.
Yeah.
And a 7-speed close ratio transmission like that. And, yeah, it runs pretty good.
It really does. Wow. All right, now, do you intend on doing anything else to the car?
Yeah. It'll probably get a pure turbo stage 2 turbo and a transmission flash. There's a company out there that does some transmission software.
Oh, that makes it shift a little faster.
A little bit faster and prevents slipping when you get into that 500 wheel horse range.
Right.
So.
Now, the 55, probably 500 wheel horse is about the most you're going to get out of this motor, or is that
Well,
Well, I mean,
it's not the engine that's holding it back as just the modification for it. It's still a pretty
Oh my god. It runs better when it's cold too. Oh my god.
So your boost is a little bit limited in first and second to keep you from losing traction. Third gear, it opens up the boost. Actually, the car has a boost leak right now. It should be, I think they say 15 pounds, 15 and a half pounds. And it's actually only making about 12, so
Really?
it's losing a little bit of power. But these things, they don't have a blow-off valve. They have a diverter valve built into the compressor housing of the turbo, and for some reason the factory made them out of plastic. So whenever you start cranking the boost up on these things, because they only make about 8 pounds stock, you start cracking those diverter valves and getting a little.
That's because you started turning it up.
Yeah. So I've got a new diverter valve that'll hold the boost in the garage, but it's a pretty big project to get to this thing to do it. So I just kind of planned on doing it at the same time I did the turbo. Since
If you're going to get up in there, you might as well
just do it.
and change it. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, man. He's let me drive the car before, and we wanted to for a while to get the car on video and be able to share it with you guys. And honestly, all summer long, I haven't done anything, and so the channel has kind of been, fell. And hopefully, I've got this new itch to get it fired back up. So hopefully, we'll be able to start bringing you guys more content and have some fun. So. Yeah, thank you so much, man. Guys, appreciate it. Y'all stay safe, and all right, we'll see you next time.